Janae.
And I'm James. You're watching IkeUpdate for March 18th, 2016. Our 2015/2016 girls track season has just begun. Here's Janae with more on our head coach, Coach Golfer.
Janae Felton from WDE-TV, and I'm here with the new head coach for girls track, Coach Golfer. Can you tell us a little about yourself?
How you doing? I'm from Chicago, Illinois. Graduated from Mount Carmel High School. Graduated from Youngstown State University, where I played football and I ran track in high school. Played a little bit of professional ball, but I do have a great love for track and field.
What goals do you hope to achieve this season?
I really just want to establish a good foundation for Eisenhower girls track, as well as develop a winning attitude and a winning atmosphere, and hopefully along the way we can win a couple meets and qualify for state.
Thanks, Janae. And for any girls interested in knowing if it's too late for indoor season, it is. But if you're interested in joining outdoor season, please see Assistant Coach Ms. Fox in room 318.
Your own WDE-TV has regionals, and we have 13 projects entered. There will be 15 students attending the South Suburban College by March 24th. The crew only has 7 weeks of pre-production to finish and enter their film. Here's Ms. Selena with more information.
I am very optimistic that this will be the best year that we've ever had in the TV studio, which is saying a lot because last year was a phenomenal year. But we definitely have a lot of projects that I really, really believe will take home a first, second, or third place trophy. Pre-production is probably the toughest phase of making any projects because there's a lot of time and effort into writing and planning all your shots before you can ever even touch any of the equipment. State competition is a little more difficult because there are a lot more schools and in competition and a lot more schools that have a lot more resources than we do in terms of staff, teachers, and equipment. So it's always tough, but we're very optimistic that we're hoping to continue the tradition of winning at state.
We wish good luck to all of our WDE-TV students at state and hope for some trophies.
The LIC will be opening after schools for students to come and get extra help after school. Let's see what other details Ryan has for us.
I'm Ryan Lee, reporting from WDE-TV. Next week, Ms. Stevens will be offering after-school help from 3:30 to 4:30. You must be in the LRC by 3:30.
They can just come in with whatever they have. We have an English tutor, that's me, and a math tutor as well. So whatever they need help with, they can just come on in.
Of course.
Students must be there by 3:30 and can stay until 4:30 to get help. Student athletes create bonds with their high school coaches, bonds that are unbreakable. Only thing is that the general audience doesn't necessarily know who these coaches really are and what they have accomplished. Here's an inside look on who Coach Sayha of the boys track team is.
Up, Eisenhower. I'm James, and I spoke with Coach Sayha of the boys cross country and track team to discuss his goals as a coach, his whole athletic journey, and what it means to be a coach. Let's hear what he had to say.
I also coach cross country and track here. Just a little bit more about my background. I started, I guess, really playing sports when I was about 3 years old, and just kind of was an important part of my life. And so in high school, I did football, wrestling, track, and volleyball. I did volleyball for 2 years too. And then in college, I did wrestling and track. It'd be really hard for me to coach a sport that I never did myself because there's certain things about training. If you're trying to get better, if you're trying to get faster, if you're trying to get better balance, if you're trying to get better technique, having done it, then you know how it feels and you know what worked for you to get the right technique. Think about something, for example, like pole vault. In coaching track, you also coach pole vault, and there's so much technique that goes on with that. And it's one of the things where I feel like if you do it, then you kind of know how it feels, and you're able to understand if someone's having difficulty with it.
They say you should lead by example, and Coach Sayha is an example to lead by.
This year has been many great movies released and yet to come. Many writers and directors have been making wonderful films. Here's Terriana with more information on the new release movies and the ones that are yet to come.
Here are some popular movies that are coming out in the year 2016. Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice, March 24th, 2016, which is a fantasy science fiction film. The Huntsman, Winter's War, April 22nd, 2016, and it's a fantasy drama film. Captain America, Civil War, May 6th, 2016, and it's a fantasy science fiction film. Alice Through the Looking Glass, which is a sequel to Alice in Wonderland. It comes out May 27, 2016, and it's a fantasy and adventure. X-Men Apocalypse, May 27, 2016, It is a fantasy and science fiction film. Finding Dory, June 17, 2016. It is action and adventure.
Thank you, Terriana, with the information. Seems like lots of great movies. A couple years ago, Key Club started this jail bail project to raise money for pregnant women outside the United States. Here's Tori with more information on the story.
This is Quinn. I am the sponsor for Key Club. Debbie Sequoia is also the sponsor for Key Club. We are hosting the Jail and Bail event at Eisenhower here for the second time. We did this last fall and now we're doing it again this spring. It has been a really big success in trying to raise money to help fight neonatal tetanus.
This week, on March 11, 2016, Key Club hosted the Jail Bill, raising money to help fund pregnant mothers in a third world country save their babies' lives. Overall, the club has made $412 from this event and will continue the Jail Bill next year.
Key Club was so successful this year with jail bail. They're going to continue this tradition for more and more years to come. PARCC testing is coming up for freshmen. PARCC testing begins April 19th and is up to 6 to 7 days. PARCC testing is to notify teachers on where the students are.
Next month is PARCC testing for the freshmen. This test is important so the school boarders will see where the freshman skills are at.
If you need any more information, you can go to the main office and ask Mr. Waldron.
Hey, are you guys ready for March Madness? Here's Kenny going around to see everyone's opinions.
Hi, this is Kenny reporting for WDDE TV, and it is the month of March, which means March Madness, where college basketball teams from the Division I level compete for a national title. So I went around asking a few students, teachers to see what they think. What do you think about March Madness?
What is March Madness?
Who's your favorite college basketball player right now?
Ben Simmons. Tyler Ulis.
Yogi Ferrell from Indiana.
Stephen Curry.
Who is your favorite team in March Madness?
Michigan State.
Is that who you got to pick to win it all?
Yeah.
Who is your favorite team?
UConn all the way.
Oklahoma.
But if I had to pick two teams, I'd say Indiana and Notre Dame.
Who is your favorite player?
SpongeBob.
Scene one, Apple, take two.
What position does SpongeBob play?
Point guard.
How many points does he average?
Bubbles.
Those are all great picks this year. Thanks, Kenny.
That's all for today's show. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at WDDTV.
Thanks for watching IkeUpdate.